pray or when I teach or when I do what I do, I put myself in the other individual's shoes. You don't hear me?
That's right.
When folk come and talk to me about whatever, I put myself in the other individual's shoes. You don't hear me? But I understand the struggle. You don't want to talk to me.
That's right.
I understand the pain, Aletta. I understand the hardship. I understand the pain. You don't hear me. So we got to get off this high pedestal. I've been in the Lord for as long as you have, and I know the word. Well, the devil know the word too. Please don't be a devil. Please don't have the spirit of the Antichrist. Please don't have a hypocritical attitude or demeanor or spirit. Oh God. My God, my God. Are you with me? Yes. Go me to Luke, the 20th chapter. I hear you got folks saying that you gotta come to church a certain way. You gotta dress this way. Man, I come to church looking like that, but I have no jeans on. Come on now. And I have that skirt looking like that, or that midriff lower than it's supposed to be. Well, if the midriff is where you don't like it, then you go buy them one. And guess what? That midriff won't be lower like you don't want it to be. Or the pants are too tight. Go in your little bank account and get your little credit card and go buy them some clothes.
Go ahead. Stop.
You don't want to talk to me about that.
Go ahead.
Skirt too low? I mean, too high? Well, go in your little closet and go get them some skirts that will fit them. And if they don't fit them, go to somewhere and get them and hook them up. Oh, y'all might have quiet.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
See, this right here will stop a lot of stuff from going on.
It will. Yes, it will. Oh, yeah.
Well, if you don't want them to act like that, then you be the example of how not to act. But because I'm acting the way I'm acting, they act like they act, and they say, you ain't got nobody to say what you got to say to me. You don't want to talk to me in the church. I'm going to destroy this spirit in the church. I've been dealing with about this thing. It is religion in the church. It is religious leaders. It is religion and religious folk. That's why folk don't want to join churches. You don't hear me.
Yes. Good stuff.
My God, my God. I ain't going to allow that to happen up in here. I'm talking from T.D. Jakes down to this ministry.
Yeah.
I have to give an account for how this ministry is running, how the spirit is within this ministry. And so do they. And I refuse to allow that spirit to be here, if it is here. Look at this in Luke, the 20th chapter, and 39th verse. Then certain of the scribes answering said, Master, thou hast well said. And after that they durst not ask him any question at all. And he said unto them, How shall they that Christ is David's son? How say they that Christ is David's son? And David himself said unto the book of Psalms, The Lord said unto my Lord, Sit thou on my right hand, till I make thy enemies thy footstool. David therefore called him Lord. How is he then his son? Then in the audience of all the people he said unto his disciples, Beware of the what?
Scribes.
Which desire to walk in and love and the highest and the chief, which devour and for a show make long prayers. The same shall receive greater.
Damnation.
So if you want to receive greater damnation, you go and continue with that spirit that you have. Excuse me, this ain't Pastor Cruder saying this. I didn't read it in the Bible.
That's right.
And you want to fuss and argue and cuss about it, well, you need to go to the guy who wrote it. You ain't went yet? I hear religion and I hear folks saying, well, if you saying all that, then why did God put rules and regulations in the church, and why did he set his truth up for us to obey? Because it says that he does not like, he hates sin. And he does not want us to sin, or in other words, to disobey, or go into rebellion as Adam did when he forsook the laws and commandments that God has set up as a standard for how he should live. But I need to say this to you. In all of that he did, in all of that they do in the Bible, and all of that we do today, if he hates the sinner as much as you say, he would have went on and destroyed Adam. But even in the time of Adam, up to Jesus, even up to now, he gave grace and mercy. He set laws and regulations and rules within the government body of the body of Christ so that he'll have order. He'll have structure. He has organization. He has a hierarchy for you to follow. You don't hear me? And the higher that you are in the hierarchy, the higher grace you ought to give to them that are below you. You don't want to talk to me. Because you know that if it was not for the grace of God that took you where you are, and and you know what you're doing, knew how you were, what you're saying and what you're thinking, yet he still put you where you are. You ought to have the more grace for others.
That's right.
Okay, I hear God. I hear you. I hear you. I sure enough do hear you. God said, I want you to deal with this spirit. I said, okay, Daddy, I'll go deal with this spirit. Hebrews, the 5th chapter.